Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today we are taking a look at the JHS Series 3 or 3 Series chorus pedal. I picked this up from Long McQuaid today. It was a demo unit, so I was actually able to rent it, but I'm buying it anyways. Well, you know, just because I kind of really like it. I even tried out one of their delay pedals from JHS, but didn't really tickle my fancy, so you'll never see that one in here. But this chorus, I actually really like it. I thought, you know, hey, this is a pretty cool thing. And it's got this vibe effect to it as well. Kind of like a vibrato kind of thing, kind of neat. So when you flick the switch to on, it kind of does its thing. But we have some basic controls. We've got our volume, rate, and depth on here. So it's pretty plain Jane. From what I've learned about these pedals is it's something new that they've done in the last year. Now there's a number of these. They're kind of all white. They're boring as heck, right? Very basic systems, right? Couple of knobs and a switch and well, a couple of switches, right? And input, output, that's it. They don't run on batteries either, by the way. They have to run off of a power supply. No option there for battery. Unless you want to get one of those adapters that, you know, you can convert, you know, for 9-volt power. You could do that. I actually built one myself. But being that this was also a demo unit, I'm able to pick it up for $100 instead of $123.99. So I saved myself, you know, $25 in tax. So why not, you know? And anyhow, so we're gonna give this a little demo for you guys, and you can be the judge of it yourself, what you think about it. But chorus is a very handy effect. I find more so on acoustic guitars than electric, but hey, it can work both ways too. So anyway, here we go. So we're using my Orange 35 RT amp, and I've turned the reverb off on it, so we're just on the clean channel, so without any effects at all. And I'm also using my Squier Affinity Telecaster for the guitar. So the volume is going to push a lot more signal through, overriding our current volume control on the amp. Get some pretty eerie tones. Okay, so these pedals are obviously really plain Jane looking, obviously. Very inexpensive too. It is the cheaper portion of their line. Probably the cheapest pedals that they actually make. They do make some really nice pedals. They're very expensive. Lots of extra knobs too, and very colorful. But you know, for my purposes, I don't need anything that looks flashy. And the white thing kind of reminds me a lot of Boss. You know how Boss, you know, they picked a certain amount of colors, and that's what they've stuck with for the last, you know, 500 years. Well, JHS is kind of doing that with this line, where, except in this case, they're all friggin' white. That's it. The only way you know which pedal you have is to look at the top corner of where it's written, and it's like, oh, that's my chorus, that's my flanger, my phaser, my reverb, my distortion. They have a distortion pedal I tried out too that I'm considering. I want to spend a little bit more time with it though before I make up my mind. But like I said, I tried out the delay pedal and I really did not care for it. Just was not my thing at all. But this thing I like, and like I said, I decided to rent it for now and spend time with it. But I'm still going to buy it anyways. It's just right now I don't have the money today, but renting was easy enough to do with this because it was a demo unit. So basically it's more or less kind of used, you know what I mean? So I think it's only fair to, you know, basically put this thing at about a 4.5 out of 5. Nothing's perfect at all, you know, that's the thing. The only thing that does actually annoy me about these pedals is you can't run them on a battery. You have no choice but to have a power supply. Now at least you don't have to buy a power supply for each pedal. You just buy one and then a daisy chain adapter, and then, you know, you get yourself like a 1 or 2 amp power supply. Even a 2 amp would actually run every single white one they have and then some. I've got daisy chains because I used to have a lot of pedals, so I kept my daisy chain adapters and my loop cables and all that jazz. Now I'm not sure which amp this is going to go on, if it's going to go on the Black Star with the reverb or what, but you know, I'll decide that eventually, but for now, sounds really good on the orange though. The vibe effect is kind of interesting. I wouldn't say I would really use that effect much. But it's there if I want it, so. Now, what the vibe effect is actually about, I can just grab the manual here for a second, I'll tell you exactly what it's for. It says, well, English would help, there we go. Vibe toggle switch. Switch up to remove the dry signal so that you have a true vibrato effect. So, according to them, that means when the switch is in the upward position, it's active. Okay, so there you go. That's how that works. And of course, you know, the other one, just depth in your rate and your volume. The power draw on this is only like 70 milliamps, which is pretty small. So even a 1 amp power supply, you know, that you need 1,000 milliamps. So you could easily tie, what, 9 pedals together off of a 1 amp power supply that all drew 70 milliamps a piece, okay? Because every 1000 milliamps is 1 amp. So even Outlaw Effects pedals, well, their power supplies, they're about 500 milliamps, so, you know, probably, what, 1, 2, 5, maybe 6, you're kind of really pushing your luck at 7, but definitely 6 pedals off a 500 milliamp power supply. Now, of course, I'll have to find my favorite setting. But they're definitely worth a look at. So if you want something that's quality, these are also American made apparently too, made in the USA. So apparently that's the whole quality thing with USA made products. Well, we got stuff made here in Canada that's great too, so whatever. I don't really care who makes it as long as it's built right. That's all that matters to me. But certainly, I mean, great for, you know, professionals or, you know, amateur guitar players, intermediate level guys, whatever level you're at, makes no difference. These things are fantastic, and they're very basic, no frills, you know, no real excitement there, no funky cool graphics, just plain out white with some text and some knobs and a switch, and away you go. What could be easier? And you save a lot of money too over, I was looking at even the Boss basic chorus analog pedal too, and it's like, well, this is actually more profitable to me, you know what I mean? And I get that little extra feature of the vibrato if I want it, something that I don't get in the Boss chorus pedal. But some people like Boss and other people, well, whatever. I like them all, to be honest. Yeah, I'd say it's worth the money. Definitely, even at retail, is like what, like I said, $123.99 or $124.99. That's Canadian, but $100 in the States. This one I'm going to be able to get for $99.99 Canadian, because like I said, it was a demo unit, so you know, no big deal there. And hey, save a little bit of money. I'm looking forward to spending more time with the distortion pedal that they have, the overdrive. I don't need a phaser and flanger. Those pedals I have absolutely no need or use for with anything I play. And besides, I already have those on my other pedal board, so no big. So I'll probably collect a few more of these. I'm just not sure exactly which ones yet, but there are a few more choices to go through. I'm going to give that other reverb effect a chance too. I might try that one out again. It's called a hall reverb or something, or whatever, but I might try that one out again. Maybe have two different reverb pedals for, maybe I can, you know, cross match them together and, you know, whatever. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys, so let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll have the link to this in the description box below for anybody living in Canada. Long McQuaid will be there for that link. Otherwise, you can do your own little internet search for whatever other country you happen to be in. And because I'm sure you could probably get these things, I don't know where, probably Guitar Center or whatever. Definitely take a serious look at them. And I do like the fact that the volume, I can push my amp a little harder without having to go to the amplifier itself. I can just use this control and push things a little harder out, and that's kind of a nice feature. Or I can, you know, cut the power right back too, which is another nice feature to boot. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. See ya.